Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Portland Pickles pregame show. You know, I say that every day, but, well, you know, it's such a great day out. How can you not say welcome to our show? Today we got a little bit of we got some important stuff. Mike is on my right.
Live TV, I love it.
Coach MAGS is on my left. Gentlemen, well, let's get into it.
Sounds good. Coach, obviously good to see you. It's been a tough few days here at Walker Stadium. Where Pickles looking to avoid a sweep tonight. Corvallis Knights in town have gotten the first two games. And what stood out to me is the rhythm that the Pickles established in the opening 2-3 series wins. Corvallis seems to have turned the table on us. They're using the way that the Pickles won, and they're getting the leadoff runners on. They're getting walks. They're stealing bases. They're putting pressure on the pitchers. That was the formula the Pickles were using early on.
They're just doing a better job of playing old-fashioned baseball than we are. They're getting better relief pitching, and we're getting really good middle relief pitching, and we're just not doing the job at the back end. And that's just part of the game, right? You're going to go through ebbs and flows, and pitchers like hitters are going into funks too. So, but now we've seen everybody at least twice, so we have an idea what we need to do and who can do it.
Yep, time to get back in the W column tonight. There have been some great performances. Murphy Ginger last night came in for 5+ innings, held the Knights scoreless. Seemed like he was consistently working in front of hitters, wasn't allowing the leadoff batter to get on, which I know has been an issue. And I don't know what you get to see from the dugout, but from my vantage point up there, watching the movement on that kid's pitches is a lot of fun.
Oh, he's got great arm side rung. He can cut it one way, turn it over the other way, and he pitches up and down. He gives you different arm angles. He's a real difficult player to play against or to hit against. And on top of that, he's a great competitor. So it's a recipe for some good stuff.
I was telling Malachi, of everybody on the staff that I've seen so far, he's the one that I'd least want to stand in against because I know he'd make me look the worst. I'd be jumping out of the box on pitches that were over the outside part of the plate.
Yeah, he's good.
He's got some good movement. You also got some good bats from Keegren Wood and Harry's last night. All three of them been solid so far.
Yeah, they're all doing a good job offensively. If you look at the game, the first two games, it's come down to one inning, right? The games are exactly how Corvallis and Portland games usually go, tight games, and then somebody gets a break in one inning and blows it open or takes the lead and wins it. So the fact of the matter is they were going just the way we thought they would go, and then just those bad innings. And it started by a leadoff man getting on, then a knock. And it's just a recipe for disaster, especially late in the game.
Right. Well, speaking of Keegren, he was back in the lineup last night. He'd been out the previous few games. Was he nursing an injury? Was he away from the team?
He's got a tight hamstring.
Okay.
So he's one of our mainstays. So he's gonna be a good player. He's back in there again nice. Still not 100%, but he's gonna nurse it through and fight through it. We get reinforcements starting Monday, so that'll be a nice thing.
Right on. And then Dominic Chacon out of the lineup again this evening. On him?
Still in Los Angeles or San Diego, working out for the Boston Red Sox.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah,
all right. You were juggling all sorts of personnel issues early in the season, and you will be for most of the season.
Oh, it's like I told it, and this is going to sound sort of nutty, but I explained to my general manager and our staff is that after the first 14 games, I thought if we could be right around 7-7, 8-6, then I thought we'd do a really good job. This is one of the years where the Portland Pickles don't necessarily have all their guys in. We usually get them in early, so it's one of those years where we're going to get them in just a little bit later, and it's an unusual thing for us, but we're managing it and doing exactly what we need to do.
Now, was that by design? Were you taking a look at what happened last year, because there were some rough stretches in the late part of summer, and a lot of that dealt with personnel. So was that something you were trying to combat when you all were putting together the team during the offseason?
I think you can't allow things to happen over and over again, right? And that's the recipe for insanity, right?
Yep.
So I understood now, doing this for 9 years and managing the club now for my fourth season, 3.5 seasons, is that I knew that we needed to be strong going down the end. So we do have some guys that are going to be able to stay here the entire year, and so I actually recruited 2 teams, like a 10-day team and a whole season team, so that we would get off to at least somewhat of a good start. We still haven't gotten the guys we needed that were supposed to be here. Peanut Garza's nursing an injury. Mecho's been down with an injury. He's just rehabbing now. Brasinio, who's not here. So if anybody knows anything about the Portland Pickles, and I told you that we're playing and we're 6-3 without Garza, Brasinio, and Mecho in the lineup, I would say that these guys are doing a heck of a job, right?
Absolutely.
So that's no excuse. I mean, we're just going to keep battling and keep doing what we have to do and just try to win every day until we get to where we get into a rhythm, because there's no moves to be made, right? We can't afford an injury. We are razor thin, and we just got to keep moving forward.
Well, hopefully we can find that rhythm again this evening. Last thing, yesterday when we were getting set up for the game and everything, you were out throwing batting practice, and I believe it was the first time I'd seen you throw BP this season. What do you get to see from the mounder, or how does that change how you're able to coach versus when you're behind the batting cage watching the batters take cuts?
Well, I think one of the things that young coaches always want to be the manager or the head coach or wherever they're at. And I think if I go back in my career, some of the best jobs I've ever had is when I've been the top assistant, because you get to coach, you get to teach, you get to get on things and be hands-on. I just wanted to go out and show that I'm still able to go hands-on, let those guys know that we're going to pick it up just a little bit, right? It was just sort of a message being sent without sending a message.
Do you enjoy throwing the BP like that?
I still enjoy sweating, man.
Yeah.
I said Senior Citizen Day yesterday. The ball was jumping off my fungo.
Oh, man. So you got Corvallis tonight, headed to Bend for 3 games over the weekend. Good luck tonight, Coach. And
yeah, we'll take all the luck we can get, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ron, did you have anything more for us?
Oh, yeah, you bet.
All right.
Go
Pickles!